Mr. Disanayaka,
Yes, Professor.
it's great that we are here in Sri Lanka at last, in Colombo. You are Secretary of the Ministry of Mahawali Development and Environment, working directly with the President as your Environment Minister. Opening question, what does it mean for you that your Environment Minister is also the President?
Well, yeah, very good question. It's a very unique situation. Nowhere in the world you find President is holding a post of environment. But I see it's a strategic move that President took by getting the portfolio, having being in the managing the portfolios of environment and agriculture earlier. He knew the climate change, even the challenges that we are facing during the last 2 decades. So he took the challenge of continuing with the country's leadership, and then we were able to, because of this good office, we were able to put one of the most influential ministries in the country to get this cross-border support.
Great. Well, it has meant a lot to us as a nitrogen research community to come and work with you as a country leading it and embracing the nitrogen challenge. So I guess my next question is, of course, you're facing many threats. In your role, you must have all sight. How do you see the nitrogen discussion starting to fit in with all those other issues you're addressing every day? Correct.
Now, if someone asks me what is the number one challenge, I would still say that the climate change, the vulnerabilities that the weather patterns have been changed, and then its consequences on lives of the people. But having learned the last UNIA resolution on nitrogen management, then our delegations were coming back from uni, and then they were enlightening me, and then we had different forums, and then we felt that even though that we were not given this much a priority, this should be the second highest priority, because given the excessive fertilizer usage in the country for the last few decades, and then the other transportation and related challenges, I see effective nitrogen management have to be brought into our national policy stream. So that is why we have taken this opportunity of launching ceremony to be held in Sri Lanka, so that with this, apart from taking a global event, what I see is we want to have a consolidated footing in Sri Lanka's own management. So trust me.
Great. Now, Sri Lanka is a very agricultural country, as you say, quite high fertilizer inputs. And of course, that's, as we've discussed before, a challenge for climate change with nitrous oxide, water pollution, air pollution, biodiversity, agricultural livelihoods. If you put all of those different issues together and you sell it to your communities, do you take one first, or is it the package as a whole? What is your entry point?
Okay. Now, for people, what they see as climate change or environmental effects is when it hits their either their pocket or either their health and all things. So the CKDU, the chronic kidney disease is affected so badly due to water quality, and this is directly related to nitrogen. So now I see that so we have to take the basket of these problems along with it, and then present it. But with this, after listening to this song today, it really inspired me, and then I think we have to develop some kind of a means or communication methods of taking it across our communities, and take the nitrogen as one of the leading initiative that we should address within the next couple of years.
Well, we're really happy to have Ricky Cage's song, have Ricky with us in the conference. It's a great opportunity.
It is.
Yeah.
And it really inspires,
Yes.
So this, this opportunity that you are given open to us by bringing the launching event in Colombo, and then in-mass contribution, and then your in-mass commitment, and then this Rich's contribution by bringing cultural and the musical aspect of it. So this is a foundation for us. So trust me, the South Asia with Sri Lanka will lead. We're joining with India.
Okay, I got one last question for you. You're looking after a big department in the civil service for your country.
That's right.
I know from so many countries the challenge of mobilizing government, how to get the idea into action, is a big machinery, civil service. So as a leader of your department, how would you see, let's say, the challenges for mobilization? Are there tricks and lessons you could share with others from your experience?
Yeah. I always see Sri Lanka as a small country. I mean, I take the advantages of this being small, means we can effectively implement things. So if you do, I mean, environment is not just isolated subject. It's a cross-cutting subject where agriculture ministries and industry, all of that we have to work together. So that is the strategy that we have taken off during last half a decade. And I think I think it should be the way forward for next decade.
Great, the nitrogen decade.
Yeah, nitrogen decade.
Let's
yes,
work on it.
Correct. Yeah. Thank you, Professor. Thank you so much for your commitment and efforts to help the world.
Work together. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.